Hey folks, how you doing? Picture on here. Just doing a quick little video. Um, I'm just a ramble here, to be honest. I've not got no real idea what I want to talk about today. I kind of playing with my new little action camera. See what it's like in the real world a little bit. I'm sitting in my car while my dad's in hospital for just an appointment, nothing major, nothing to worry about, folks. Um, and yeah, I think over my time doing these videos on YouTube and for social media in general, you're going to get a lot of me sitting in my car, because there's times when I'm going to be sitting in my car for various reasons. And strange enough, I find it really comfortable doing these in my car. When I was practicing before I put that first one out, pretty much all of it was done while sat in my car with my phone, and just like, hey, how you doing, sort of thing. Um, but yeah, so excuse me. I suppose I'll give you a few little details. Not done much writing this week. I had 4 5 a.m. starts in a row, and those just to take it out of me. Even if I get an early night and I have a nap after work, they still exhaust me a bit. So not a lot of writing's got done this week, but things are moving along with the zombie book. I will have some news on that very shortly. The cover looks fucking amazing, and I've just sworn. Nah, let's sit with it. Let's see how it rolls, yeah. I know you're meant to keep not swear and stuff like this, but no, this is me, guys. You read my fiction, you're gonna see f bombs and even C bombs in it. Do you know what I mean? It's people. That's how people talk. I've spent 20 years in the car trade, and second-hand car trade like that. And people don't have filters. We watch TV and we read books and watch movies, and the language people speak in these, sometimes it's pretty spot on. But I think in fiction, they cuss a hell of a lot less than we do in real life. It's just how, I don't know, it's watering it down for the public, I suppose. It's like when Psycho came out, a lot of the outrage about that film wasn't the fact that this woman was killed, stabbed to death in a shower. It was that you saw a toilet, because it just wasn't done. And when you're watching old war films just old films in general, I watched a lot of old war films and westerns when I was a kid, staying at my grandparents'. And no one ever swears in those, ever. I think Longest Day, I can't remember the name of it. No, John Wayne film, Rio something or another. Watch those two a lot, and the Battle of Britain and Desert Rats, one of my favourite films of all time. People don't cuss in them. They're made for all audiences, I think. But even in the more harsher films, you don't get swear words. You don't get people cussing out. Like the F word, it's been around for years, but I've always thought it must be quite a new word, because you never hear it in old TV, and I know that's not where I should get my history from. So excuse me. Early source, but that's how it felt for a long time. But what was I saying? Yeah, cover art looks amazing. See, folks, that's what you get with me. I digress like a champion. I'll do that all day long. I've done it again. Right, yeah, artwork looks amazing. I'm so happy with it. I had a vague idea of what I wanted. Spoke to the cover artist, and he just smashed it out of the park. It looks amazing. There's a couple tiny little Easter eggs in it. That's very few people gonna get, because I know the artist. There's things like inside jokes between me and him. Nothing that's going to spoil the cover or anything. It's just a little bit like, ha ha ha, I see what he did, that sort of thing. And I can't wait to actually see it as a physical copy in my hand. Not just seeing the artwork, but actually opening it up and seeing my book, my first published novella, where it's just me. I've got no one else in the book that I'm alongside. It's just me, and it's both scary but also extremely exciting. You know, I can write. I'm not being arrogant saying that. I'm saying that because if I say I can't write, there's probably at least 3 people that are going to send me abusive messages, good-hearted abusive messages, but still abusive messages. And you know, I was reading something. I think I've mentioned it in a blog post, but I was editing a scene, and I didn't realise it read as brutally as it does. Sorry, until I reread it after writing it during the NaNoWriMo on Black Blood, and it's just it's good. I like it. And if that's giving me that sort of reaction, then the reader's going to react to it, and that's what you were aiming for. That the reader has a reaction, not necessarily a negative one. But you know, I remember reading Stillwater by the late Justin McCumber. That was the first book that made me go "ew" out loud. And when I sent him a message, because he was someone I considered a friend and he considered me a friend, and I sent him a message that said, "Dude, Stillwater's first book that's made me go ew" out loud, and he replied with, I can't remember the name of the character because it was this scene, weren't it? Yep, spot on, mate, absolutely spot on. And that's the sort of reaction you want, you know. Well, any sort of reaction. If it's someone who has to stop reading for a minute because they're like, yeah. I had that with A Silence by Tim Levin, listening to the audiobook of that. 3 days running, I had to stop listening to it before I had to, like, I had plenty of time because I listened to more, and I thought, no, I've got to let that bit sink in a bit. And that's what you want. You don't want someone reading go, do you know what I mean? You don't want that. You want to really want to excite, you want to trigger positive emotions. You know, like the first Saw film. I do love a bit of gore, but what makes that film, I'm not going to spoil the ending despite how long it's been out, but the ending. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Seriously, the ending is amazing. I did not see it coming at all. And that is my favourite horror film ever. And just because the film itself is good, it raises so many questions, and that ending just takes it up to 11. You can't beat that. You can't beat giving someone that level of impact. Like, holy crap! Like, I almost jumped out of bed watching that. I remember Mark Tufo saying he started writing because he got so frustrated reading the book that he threw it across the room and said, I could do better. And I'm sure he said his wife said, well, why don't you? And that's absolutely spot on. You know, it's not that was a, you know, if we're not happy, if we can't find what we want to read, write it. Especially if we've got that spark in us. And I love a lot of what I read, but I've got these stories in my head where they've got to come out. They've got to come out, and they are. It's great. The last few months where I'm making progress, finally feel like I'm making some real progress, and this is a big step up for me. It is time to make that step up, to stick my neck out, stick my head above the trench, whatever metaphor you want to use. It's that time, and it's long overdue. I should have got my head out my arse a lot sooner, but now is the time. The past is the past. Learn from it, move on. I do not have the anxieties I used to have. I have faith in myself now, which is something I never had before, and I'm putting this book out. Simple as that. If no one reads it, okay. I'm not going to say I'm not going to be bothered, but I would have moved on to the next one. There's always another book coming. If you focus on that one book solely, you're never going to progress. it's, you know, I'm a little bit guilty of rewriting and rewriting and rewriting, and yeah, done. Time enough of that. Let's get moving. Let's get forward. Get this one out. Do some promotion for it if I can. I'm Andres Amelia. I've got an open invite to come on his podcast as soon as I've got something out. He will kick my ass if I don't. I got invited onto another podcast in the last couple of days as well, which I'm really excited about. And I'll go look into doing some paid promotion on a few podcasts as well. I'm not going to go mad because I don't have a budget for it, but it's got to be out there. And then it's standing on my own feet with it, and it'll be out there, and I'll be working on the next thing. But right, folks, I hope you've enjoyed listening to me today. If you want to know more about me, you can go to petergermany.com. Look me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Peter Germany or Peter J Germany in some cases, because they wouldn't accept Peter Germany. But if you type in Peter Germany, you will find me. And tonight, guys, I hope you're being safe out there, being sensible. Tough world at the moment, and no matter how hard it seems, we can get through it. We do the things we love. We find happiness, find that way forward, and we just keep moving forward, guys. Simple as that, yeah. And I'm gonna try and do a few videos a month, see how I get along. I do find it really comfortable talking to a camera, which is bizarre because I used to hate it, especially hearing my own voice. And I know I'm going to say too many times. Some of them who's watching the videos, my practice videos, you can roll your eyes at this. I'm not going to name her. She knows who she is. Roll your eyes, because that's one of the things she pointed out at least twice, I think it was. But hey, I'm a that's what all I can say. But yeah, look me up if you want. I'm engaging. I'll chat to people online and so forth, and just keep it cool, folks. Make, do what you love. Yeah, shoot for that dream. But peace out, guys.